So, how are you? Afternoon here. You're at work, actually. I just thought I'd take the time to drop a line. Um, I've been thinking about it a lot lately because obviously, having been down there, I see the rat race that everyone's in, and even Dylan. It's a nutty period of time for the family at large because so many things are happening and so many things are changing. One thing that's changing, certainly, is me. I will be 80 in March. And I can't help thinking back, and I just want to pass this on to you because I consider you one of my very best friends and certainly one of the people closest to my heart. Uh, and I know at that age you go, well, drama. Anyway, um, my mom and my dad were actually very neglected by me. I took it for granted. I took them for granted on a regular basis, and they did so much for me. Um, I don't know why. I probably will never know why, other than it comes with the rite of passage at that age. I did it from my late teens right on through college, and even as an adult. I remember my mom calling your dad and Carolyn were, 7, 8, 9 years old, whatever, calling and saying, "Hey, how's things going there? What's up? What's new?" Something like that. And I just kept thinking, oh, geez, now I got to talk. And now, now I see the other side. So I probably feel badly on a very, very, very regular basis about how not that I didn't care for my parents or love my parents, how I simply neglected people in my life, being so involved and self centered. That comes with the age. And I was as much as I, my life was my kids and my wife and my family. And my job was second to that. And making a living and taking care of everybody was the primary thing. I know this is getting boring already. I just want to say that everybody in your life is important. And that if you're smart, you'll take the time. I could speak for myself. You'll take the time to just tolerate what's going on and maybe even changing your own mindset to being a little bit more receptive. I don't mean, a mama's boy or a grandpa boy or whatever. I simply mean being a considerate family member and hopefully one who cares and showing that you care. You're very close to the best. I'm taking the time to tell you these things now because, like I said, I'm going to be 80 years old in March. And that for me is a benchmark. I will be approaching the oldest person in my family history within a few years of that. So I'm taking the time to reflect and I'm taking the time to try to help others realize what this whole game is like. And you'll be one of them. I talked to Lucas. I talked to Lucas more than I talked to you, but I talked to him live. And we talk about a lot of stuff, he's a character, and I know exactly what he is, and so on. Um, uh, you're kind of like your dad, close to the vest. Say what has to be said. I mean, he does get talkative once in a while, and he'll go out and and he'll actually communicate And he has his moments. They're like little cloud bursts. But he bottles, uh, as do you. And what I'm trying to say is, I'm having this conversation because I want you to learn to relax that part of your personality. If you can, be aware of it. It may or may not come. I don't know. It depends on how much you want it to come. So I'm dropping this line just as a casual BS session. Yeah, I know it's coming on to close to 6 minutes, and I'm sure you're saying, "Where's this going?" Well, it's really not going anywhere. I never get a chance to really link with you like we did so many years ago. We were so close in so many ways. And I miss that. I miss it, but I also realize it's part of the whole element of you becoming an adult and my becoming an old fart. Although I think I'm still the same, just older. So anyway, I'm dropping this casual line because I just finished looking at the assignments that you have in semester of college now, and I wanted to. You might not see this for a year, so I want to let you know that this is 2023 spring semester. I never know. That's the most frustrating part for me is I never know I'll never know if you saw this for all I know. And mm, that bothers me, but hopefully you will see it, and hopefully you'll see the whole thing, because I'll probably approach 10 minutes before I wrap it up, because I know you get a little bit impatient about things like this. I know you pretty good, but yet I don't know you. And I would like to know you. I wish we had the friendship we used to have. And I'm just saying that to you because it will bother you down the road. I'm making a presumption that you have the same affections that I had for my family. It will bother you down the road that you reacted the way you react at this age in your life because people will be gone. I mean, let's face it, I could be gone in anywhere from next week to, well, with the walking time bomb in my chest, it's so hard to say. No, I don't know. Doctors don't know. Uh, that's another whole story. I didn't want to get into that. My point is, you evaluate your life constantly. If you don't, you're making a mistake. I reevaluate, reevaluate, reevaluate. I'm doing that now because I know 80 is coming on, and you know, I see the light way down at the end of the tunnel. Not too close yet. My point is, I deal with that, and I like to be able to be still in communication with my family. That to me is one of the most important things. To be a minor part of your life, but an important one. And everybody in the family the same way. You know, right now I got a pretty good thing going with Dylan, but Dylan's a lot more independent than you and Lucas were at this age. Raising him has been done completely differently, especially since your dad's doing most of it. So, and he has made huge changes in the way he deals with being a parent. You got, and Lucas got some of the short end of the stick on that because of the situation. You got to let that go. I mean, your family loves you. Families love each other. I can't always speak to your mom because I think she's dysfunctional, but I'm not going to get into that. My point is, families have their moments, and you've had many, many great ones. You and I have had many, many great ones. And I want to know that I appreciated that. It's been a huge, huge part of my life for 22 years. And it will always be, you will always be, a huge part of my life. A good part. One of the best, actually. So I want you to feel good about that. This is not, supposed to be any kind of little video depression session. Not at all. I am so happy to have had you in my life. And I'd like you to stay there to a point. I realize you're 22. You got shit going on, stuff going on. I know. And time will pass. And we all will at some point meet a lot sooner. But my point is, I love you. And I just want you to realize that you might want to do a little introspection about how you deal with everybody in your family, even your brother Lucas, whom I know you have a reason for being sour about with him. He's changing. He's not fooling me necessarily. I know that would be the first thing you think. I get him. I do. I always kind of did, but I never let it on to others because it's just not what you do. But I get him. I get Dylan. I certainly get your dad. And I did get you, but I feel like I've lost that internal contact that we've had, the closeness. Now, I don't mean I want to be overwhelming in your life, just close. I like knowing about your life. Yeah, I know there's things you don't want me to know, all right? That comes with the turf. But just sharing it with you, all right? So, I'm taking this little time to send you make this video. I've already run over 10 now, so I know, hopefully you're still watching it, that I should end it. And I'll get back to you at another time because there was other things I wanted to talk about. Uh, just you guys. I would like for us to go out and play some golf or do something together. Not necessarily even being grandpop and grandson, just being good friends. All right, my friends are dying, so the supply is shrinking. I love you, buddy, and I just want to take a moment to say that and keep your house in order as best you can. It's not easy. It's not easy at all at that age, but you got to keep your head straight and keep your priorities, as hard as they can be sometimes, in your head and straight, and still enjoy yourself. Multitasking. I love you, buddy. I'm sorry I talked too long. Hope to hear from you.